Hello, and welcome to Wayne County Public Library's Internet Awareness Series brought to you by Google, Be Internet Awesome. This five-part presentation will focus on sharing tips, ideas, and activities that will help you stay smart, alert, strong, kind, and brave on the web. This video is part of the library's LEAD initiative, which is a collaboration of the American Library and Public Library Associations. The initiative aims to ensure public libraries across the nation receive ongoing access to resources to help everyone across America grow their skills, careers, and businesses. Libraries Lead is sponsored by Google. Today, we'll learn to be internet kind, to use the amplifying power of the internet to spread positivity, block mean-spirited people or inappropriate behavior, and speak up against bullying and report it every time. Welcome to Pillar 4. It's cool to be kind. The internet is a remarkable communication tool, and you need look no further than, the internet to see that it can be and is used to spread inspiring and uplifting information or shocking and hateful commentary and opinions. Unfortunately, the internet itself makes no distinction between kindness and cruelty. That's where you come in. Families are powerful influencers of their children, and they can help them take the high road by exemplifying the concept of treating others as you'd want to be treated, supporting their friends, and diffusing drama and cyberbullying. Here are some tips to help you be kind online. Tip number 1, follow the golden rule. Treat others how you'd want to be treated, both online and in real life. Tip number 2, be an upstander. An upstander fights bad behavior and stands up for kindness and positivity. Tip number 3, do simple actions to turn negative interactions into positive ones. For example, if someone posts something negative online to a friend, get a bunch of friends to create a pile-on of kindness. Post lots of kind comments about the person being bullied, but nothing mean about the aggressor because you're setting an example, not retaliating. Tip number 4, make good decisions when choosing what to say and how to deliver it. For example, don't type something online if you wouldn't say it in real life. And tip number 5, spread kindness online. Here are our goals for this lesson. Defining what positive behavior means in your family, understanding what positivity looks like and how to express it online and through devices, and identifying situations where it's better to wait to communicate face-to-face than to text or post online, and when to ask a parent or older sibling for help. Here are some helpful tips on how to talk about kindness online. When somebody messes up, and this is surprisingly easy to do online, even unintentionally, family members are more likely than anyone to understand, forgive, and help each other learn from mistakes. So there's no better place to start putting online respect, kindness, and positivity into effect than within your family. Families can help when someone's being unkind, sometimes just by listening. They can also encourage each other to be upstanders, people who support and advocate for people who are the targets of cruel or malicious behavior. If you haven't already, have a discussion on what kinds of actions and behavior are important. Talk about how your family treats people. Think about what that looks like digitally. Texts, posts, comments, photos, and videos. Let's look at some vocabulary for this lesson. Bullying is purposefully mean behavior that is usually repeated. The person being targeted often has a hard time defending themselves. Cyberbullying is bullying that happens online or through using digital devices. Cyberbullying includes sending, posting, or sharing negative, harmful, false, or mean content, as well as sharing personal or private information about someone else, causing embarrassment or humiliation. Harassment is a more general term than bullying that can take many forms. Pestering, annoying, intimidating, teasing, etc., and can happen online too. Conflict is an argument or disagreement that isn't necessarily repeated. Drama is a colloquial term, used more by students than adults, referring to a broad set of behaviors, from peers' attention-seeking and gossip spreading, to general ongoing conflict between two or more students, to serious conflict that's physically harmful or emotionally distressing. It differs from bullying in that a power imbalance does not typically exist in this type of conflict. Involved parties typically play both the victim and aggressor at different times. This does not mean that the behavior is harmless or will not escalate. Drama between students can blow over or resolve itself over time, or may require external intervention. Aggressor is the person doing the harassing or bullying, though sometimes called the bully. The target is the person being bullied, harassed, or victimized. A bystander is a witness to harassment or bullying who recognizes the situation but does not intervene either by choice or fear of retaliation. An upstander is a witness to harassment or bullying who supports the target privately or publicly, sometimes including trying to stop and/or report the incident they witnessed. To block is to end all interaction with another person online, preventing them from accessing your profile, sending you messages, seeing your posts, etc. without notifying them. This effectively stops online contact through that specific channel from the bully, but may not end the harassment itself. Bullies can post about kids even if that person being bullied is ignoring it. Muting is less final than blocking. Muting is a way to stop seeing another person's posts, comments, etc. in your social media feeds when that communication gets annoying, without notifying that person or being muted from their feed. If someone continues to bully you, it's probably better to just block them altogether. Trolling is posting or commenting online in a way that is deliberately cruel, offensive, or provocative. Reporting abuse is using a social media service's online tools or system to report harassment, bullying, threats, and other harmful content that typically violates the service's terms of service or community standards. Here's a family activity you can try: minding your tone. The tone of a text or post is the spirit of it, the feeling a person gets when receiving it, good or bad. Because parents and kids text, use messenger apps, and DM, direct message, each other all the time and know each other so well, they don't always think about how a text comes across. With people we know, texting is just another way to have a conversation or connect. But when people don't know each other so well, a text or emoji can sometimes be interpreted very differently from the way it was intended. So here's a simple activity to get everyone thinking about that. First, get 2 or more of the phones in your family and open up your text messages or messaging app everyone uses and start a conversation between 2 family members. It could be about a real or made-up situation, something you're going to do this weekend, something that happened at school, someone who asked for a family member's help, etc. Second, read the conversation out loud in a specific tone of voice: happy, sad, angry, etc. Third, talk about what you noticed while listening to them read. How did you feel when you heard it? What do you think someone outside your family would think or feel? How could those texts have been worded differently? You'll probably come up with other questions, so have at it. Next, have 2 different family members try having a text conversation with a different tone from the first one, maybe an angry or sad one. Read that out loud and talk about how it came across to everybody while listening to it. Here's another family activity: what kids can do about social negativity. Here are some talking points and questions for a parent-child conversation about the social scene at school. See which ones work for your family. Are kids pretty nice to each other at school? Have you ever seen someone being mean to somebody a bunch of times or for a long time? Do you know the kids involved? Would you tell me if they were being mean to you? If no, why not? If the meanness was happening to someone else, how did the situation make you feel? What did you do about it? Is it happening online? I've heard you can mute or block them. Would that be helpful? If not, would you tell me why? If so, could you show me how you do that? If you didn't do anything, do you wish you did do something? What do you think you'd do if it happens again? Do you feel like that would help if you were being bullied? Do you feel you could help someone by being kind or just listening? You know, if someone who sees the meanness online and shares it with other people, that can make things worse, right? Would you feel comfortable helping a friend being hurt online? How would you do that? Call out the behavior? Never the person, right? Post something kind about the person being hurt? Text or DM them saying they have your support? Text or DM other students and ask them to support the person online or privately? Sometimes, being an upstander just means being a friend to someone who's been bullied, listening to them, sending love and positivity, or just being there for them. Here are some more resources for you. Vibes of all kinds are contagious, for better or for worse. In the sunniest corner of town, aggressors are running wild, spreading negativity everywhere. Block and report the aggressors to stop their takeover and be kind to other Internauts to restore peace to this land. Open a web browser on your desktop or mobile device and